The early 2000s saw the rise of several popular MMO titles like World of Warcraft, RuneScape, Toontown, Wizard 101, and Free Realms. Anybody remember Free Realms? This rise in popularity led to many companies attempting to capitalize on the growing demand for MMO games by creating some of their own. One of the most popular titles to come from this growing demand was FusionFall. Cartoon Network officially launched on October 1st, 1992, and quickly became one of the premier channels for children's entertainment. Some of the earliest Cartoon Network shows include iconic titles like The Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Laboratory, Johnny Bravo, Ed, Edd and Eddy, and Samurai Jack. Throughout the 2000s, Cartoon Network continued creating and airing new shows including Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Codename Kids Next Door, Ben 10, Teen Titans, and more. In 2002, executive producer at Cartoon Network, Chris Waldron, expressed interest in developing an MMO game that incorporated characters from popular Cartoon Network properties. However, it would take an additional 4 years before Cartoon Network made any official announcement regarding the project. Development on FusionFall started in 2006 after Turner Entertainment agreed to partner with South Korean game development studio Grigon Entertainment. Executives at Cartoon Network were interested in creating an anime-inspired aesthetic for the game because of the growing popularity of their late-night programming block, Toonami, which broadcasted various Japanese anime. In addition, they also decided to age up some of the characters to appeal to a wider range of players. Most of the characters looked fine. Most of them.
What? It's just an ordinary crabby. Oh my goodness!
FusionFall was developed using Unity game engine, and it was designed to be played in a web browser to make it more accessible for younger players. After releasing several promos for the game, open beta testing began on November 14, 2008. Testing would continue through 2008 and ended on January 11, 2009. Any accounts that players created after December 27th were carried over into the official release of the game. FusionFall would officially launch on January 14, 2009. There was a subscription fee of $6 a month to access the full content within the game. Players could play the game for free, but were limited to the future portion of the game, along with other restrictions. Players who were playing the game for free were limited to collecting 4 nanos, which were essentially miniature versions of popular Cartoon Network characters that players could unlock by completing quest lines. Once unlocked, nanos would give players active and passive abilities when equipped. Initially, there were 36 nanos, which would later jump to 56 after several updates. Players would control their characters from a third-person perspective and could customize them with in-game accessories like armor, hats, glasses, and backpacks. The game featured several popular locations from a variety of Cartoon Network properties like Foster's Home, the Powerpuff Girls' home, and the Codename Kids Next Door treehouse. The story of FusionFall revolved around an alien invasion carried out by Lord Fuse, ruler of Planet Fusion. For thousands of years, Planet Fusion has been traveling throughout the galaxy, consuming every civilization it encountered. When Lord Fuse sets his sights on Earth, he sends out minions to gather information and begin the assault. Upon arrival, his minions evolve and take the form of different life forms they encounter. In the game, players must band together with Cartoon Network characters and try and stop Lord Fuse from terraforming the planet by battling his minions, using various weapons and abilities. FusionFall received relatively positive reviews following its release and was even nominated for a Webby Award in 2009. Critics of the game pointed out the game's simplicity and performance issues. Towards the end of 2009, Grigon Entertainment filed for bankruptcy and the company shut down shortly after. This led to the complete development for FusionFall being transferred over to Cartoon Network's own development team. Realizing that they couldn't support the planned updates for the game, the team decided to make the game entirely free to play in April of 2010. This change resulted in less interest in the game, and updates to the game slowed to a halt. On March 25, 2013, a sequel and spin-off of FusionFall called FusionFall Heroes was released. FusionFall Heroes had a completely different style of gameplay and art design. The story revolved around various Cartoon Network characters who decided to travel to Planet Fusion to fight the fusion monsters at their source. Instead of creating their own characters, players could select from a collection of popular Cartoon Network characters to play as. Players could choose to fight alone or within a group of 4. FusionFall Heroes was relatively successful following its launch, which led to the announcement that FusionFall would be shutting down on August 29, 2013, much to the dismay of fans. After declining in popularity, FusionFall Heroes would also eventually be shut down in 2018. FusionFall Retro was an unofficial revival of FusionFall that launched in 2017. It was created by a team of devoted fans who developed and supported the game for several years. FusionFall Retro included additional content that was not part of the original game, and allowed new and returning players to experience FusionFall once again. As FusionFall Retro started to gain popularity with the growing fan base of players, another FusionFall fan game called FusionFall Legacy was being developed. Unfortunately, in April of 2020, Cartoon Network issued a DMCA takedown for both FusionFall Retro and FusionFall Legacy, and both games were shut down permanently. Following the shutdown of FusionFall Retro, fans were desperate for another way to play FusionFall, and luckily, one was right around the corner. In August of 2020, an unofficial open source server was released called OpenFusion. The server allowed players to create and host their own private FusionFall server, or play in the 2 available public servers. OpenFusion has also been used to create modded versions of the game. The creation of OpenFusion was a monumental step in preserving FusionFall for future players. 2 additional fan servers called Retribution and Restart were teased in December 2022 and January 2023. FusionFall has experienced many highs and lows since its initial release in 2009. Over the years, the game garnered a devoted fan base that helped preserve the game's legacy long after its initial demise. For many fans, the game served as a way for them to interact with characters and locations from their favorite Cartoon Network shows. The hard work and dedication of a collection of fans has led to the game maintaining its cult player base through several iterations, and remains a testament to the power of online communities. With OpenFusion, it feels like there's finally hope for FusionFall and its players for years to come. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like it and subscribe to my channel for more videos coming out soon. Please leave any suggestions for future videos in the comment section down below. See you next time.